take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move them?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Barkley, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Check. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Kill, kill, kill.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. 53 is the mark. 53. Check 53. Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Man, I got you.
Now Jones, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Going up top, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor. Well, thank you, Dr. Davis. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
23-yard line.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Griffin. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2. At the 40.
And he'll run on the inside handoff. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Play action. Now Griffin. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the shotgun, Griffin. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
He's crossing. He's checking.
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he loses the football a second time. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Following the fumble recovery, it's Griffin. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the gun, it's Griffin. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. Fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
26, Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Blue there, blue there.
From the 29, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Check Mike 27. Go. Hey, check Mike.
Jones to throw on third down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. This is caught at the 20. And finally, he's taken down at the 18.
First and 10.
It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 53 yards. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And 11 at the 19-yard line.
A second and 11 from the 19. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
The extra point.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
35-yard line.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Jump.
From the gun, Griffin. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to first and 10. That's out to the left, flat and complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete.
8 yards to go on second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Griffin will throw again. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack by Jordan Willis. The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Don't be scared of it.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. He's coming. We got double up. Mikey, 18.
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Hurt. Mike 27.
Now Jones. And Ingram holds it in. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Now a dump off here complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan, Coach. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Gardner-Johnson on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
First and 10.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it's going to be second down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Griffin's pass.
11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
First now Griffin on first down. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down.
On first and 10, it's Griffin. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To throw again is Griffin. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Deontay Johnson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they'd only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach? I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike, 53. Mike, all day, punt. Shit, watch the shit.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On 1st down, Griffin. Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Now the ball comes loose. And they will finally stop it, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Following the fumble recovery, Jones. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Sets up a third.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. Flushed out right. He's to the 10, and this is caught at the 8. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Good. Makes the score Giants 34, Saints 10.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
11 yards there, 1st down.
Saints.
Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And the Saints.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Leonard Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dylan Cole, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Take over
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll go to Barkley again, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
A gain of only a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
That's track. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
From the gun, Griffin. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
56, Mike, 56.
Operating from the gun, Griffin. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin. And this is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
On down.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Barkley, the ball.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 18 ready. Check. 53's Mike.
From the gun, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
37-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 2nd down, here's Griffin. Find a man here as Thomas comes open. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Saints.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Griffin, and he's going to go down again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
He was brought down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get him! Get him! Get him! 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Back at the 17.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Touchdown, defense. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to land. Let's get rid of the street. Street. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Hey.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Gano's kick is right through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
Come on, now let's do this.
Today's final
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're